Gram Panchayat Development Plan as a strategy to achieve holistic and sustainable development. So, before going deeper into the subjects, let me define what is holistic development and what is sustainable development. As you know, holistic development aims at bringing about dignified and healthy living among the rural communities through interventions in natural resource management, agriculture, livelihoods, social awareness, health, education, water, sanitation and infrastructure development. Similarly, if you define sustainable development, the sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This Gram Panchayat Development Plan is a planning system and process for transforming rural India and strengthening Gram Panchayat to drive economic development and social justice. It is prepared through a participatory, inclusive, transparent process involving all stakeholders, matching people's needs and priorities with available resources. The Gram Panchayat Development Plan does three essential things that you are well acquainted with that. First, it provides a vision of what the people would like their village to look like. Second, it sets out clear goals to achieve that vision. Third, it gives an action plan to reach those goals. So, Gram Panchayat Development Plan allows for different local models and innovations that would be locally appropriate and cost effective. It helps transform any Gram Panchayat into an institution of local self-government and to cement the Gram Panchayat identity as a development institution. It has been observed that the process of planning for Gram Panchayat Development Plan can lead to convergence of all available financial and human resources at Gram Panchayat level, prioritization of development works at GP level through collective wisdom, intensive and extensive engagement with communities, elected representatives and functionaries of Gram Panchayat, leading to better implementation of the schemes and programs and owning of the intervention by the people, reaching out to the marginalized and unreached sections of the society, achievement of specific development goals, feeding into sustainable development goals within a specified time frame, strengthening of healthy interface between government, Gram Panchayats and communities for responsive and accountable governance at local level, improvement of governance at the local level and service delivery, identify the magnitude of development gaps, bring all the available schemes and resources through effective convergence, give focused attention to Panchayat Raj institution and self-help group convergence in eradication of poverty and expansion of livelihood opportunities, and optimize the utilization of resources in the larger interest of the people of the area. So now question arises, how GP can be involved to achieve sustainable developments. So GP can be involved for sustainable development through engaging itself in governance improvement, by infusing resources for creating assets for both communities and individual households, by involving people in planning and execution of various interventions, by undertaking activities relating to planning and implementation for economic development and social justice, by identifying the felt needs and priorities of the local people, by mapping the resources under its commands to determine its resource envelope, by preparing need-based plans and utilize the resources judiciously, by formulating intensive participatory planning at local level, aiming at economic development and social justice in respective areas, again by active participation of people in rural local governance, their empowerment, their ownership of the process of all-round development.